Hi, this is Marina from Darkstar Astrology, bringing you the 2022 horoscopes. But before we begin, during the video you will see some images of my Darkstar designs on Etsy, the new shop, and the theme really is esoterica, witchy type celestial designs. So I'll leave the links to the individual ones below, and also including this moon phase t-shirt as well. So if you could give them a like, even if you don't buy anything, it doesn't matter. It all supports the channel and it's most appreciated. So without any further ado, let's get on to the horoscopes. So Aquarius, here are your key words for this year. So for some reason you've got more than anybody else, but it's probably because of Saturn. Okay, so you've got slaying dragons, slaying hydras, slaying your shadow, slaying toxic exes, just slaying, resisting forbidden fruit, love triangles, bunny boilers. Oh my God, I'm Aquarius, and this is worrying me now. Anyway, mind-body connection, introversion, hermit year, clearing out rubbish, self-worth equals cash worth review, cash boost, unexpected house moves, modernise your home, and cool decor. So your Aquarius 2022 horoscope has had you asking, has the age of Aquarius started yet? Seems like it. You are on the cutting edge of this techno reset. However, you are now beginning to feel like, hey, it wasn't meant to be this way. Evolved Aquarians remember what's happened in Atlantis and are trying to warn people. The Aquarians who have already embraced cyber life are raking in all the profit from their online businesses. Who needs the high street and face-to-face contact anyway? People, smells, bodily secretions, yuck. But Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008 and will enter Aquarius and your first house of the physical body in January 2024. So that could signal the reset is complete and you're 100% Cyberman. You won't want to be reading horoscopes anymore, as you'll be creating the future digitally. Frightening and dystopian it may seem, but it is a possibility. Elon Musk is not a Sun Aquarius, but he looks like the poster boy for negative Aquarius. He actually has Mars in Aquarius and Sun square Uranus, so there you go. Seriously, folks, of course you have a choice. This Aquarian will try and stay 100% organic, so prepare for the super empowerment that Pluto can bring. He will also help you detox from heavy metals and the heavy people. Pluto in the murky 12th brought out of the woodwork. Battling with the shadow is what you've probably been up to for the last 16 years, and now you're coming to the end of that cycle. Hooray! So let's have a look at Venus retrograde, and that will be in Capricorn, your fourth house. It does actually start in December of 2021, and it'll go on till January the 30th, 2022. And it's going to be a very dark Cupid one, where Venus slows down, she switches direction in the grips of that shady boy Pluto. And this is also unusual as a retrograde because Venus will meet Mars twice, and this will actually help you finish off the Pluto Hydra I mentioned earlier. So it will happen in your 12th house, so a perfect moment to test your resolve. Get out the metaphysical sword now. The toxic ex is no more. But during this retrograde, it could be very easy to become hopelessly devoted to any stray cat that comes into your life. If the cat is a furry one, then all is well and good. This four-legged friend may act as your spiritual healing animal, come as your guardian to ward away any negative energy. But the human variety stray carries a health warning. So Venus retrograde in the house of self-sacrifice and mysticism can end up being a period of self-undoing unless you keep yourself well grounded. You could easily become a martyr to this hopeless cause. Not only that, but you could be encouraging a victim mindset in this person as well. So they won't thank you for it once the crutch falls away. You don't want to make a rod for your own back, as the saying goes. During the first half of this period until January the 7th, Venus, in her harmonious phase, will probably produce some beautiful ethereal art if you're so inclined. Otherwise, you will naturally gravitate towards beautiful healing environments. During the second half, from January 8th to the 30th, Venus could easily con you into playing martyr to some wretched soul in her Lucifer phase. The 12th house can show up as the Neptunian victim dark Cupid, so don't let that vampire suck you bone dry. Now, yes, the Venus conjunct Mars 2 days after Valentine's Day. You might get a very creepy Valentine this year, so burn it and bin it. Now, with the stellium of Mars conjunct Pluto, Venus conjunct Pluto, and Venus conjunct Mars, this is going to be interesting because if you need the ammunition for the vampire slaying, with these all together with Pluto, it's going to be perfect for the job. You're likely to benefit if you have also any personal planets around 27 Capricorn, because that's when the Mars and the Venus conjunct Pluto. But then the Venus conjunct Mars will be at 1 degree of Aquarius. So that's a double whammy and very useful for you. So Saturn, yes, it's an Aquarius. Did you not know? Of course it is. Now, with it, the challenge for you is really preparing the ground so that new growth can follow. He is a rubbish collector, so try not to despair. Trying to push against this reclusive stage will only bring on depression as you bump into the walls of fate continually. Venus conjunct Saturn is on March the 28th, and yes, it does mean that 2022 will be a time of introversion, but it is meant to be. So if you take solitude very seriously and do the self-work, you will have a rock-solid foundation to build on in the future, and this conjunction can work really well for you, actually. So it could be, it could be a real an ignition for working hard and still interacting with people. So it doesn't mean that you will become too isolated. It's just that you might not just have the usual enthusiasm about social engagements and feel too tired to go to them, or that invites are less forthcoming this year. And maybe, the Venus conjunct Saturn will mean people just have to come to you. So just let them come to you. Now, with the Mars conjunct Saturn on April the 5th, if you have a very positive Saturn in your chart and instead relish hermit time, then this will be a period that you'll actually really enjoy, and you will be happy with the deferred gratification and grateful for the time out in the slow lane. Ultimately, you are patient enough to know that the best things come to those who wait. All right, let's look at a sneak preview of what's on the members section on the website, and it's Mars retrograde in Gemini. So we're looking ahead to the very end of 2022 here. So it'll be November till January of 2023, and it's going to be in your 5th house of lovers, and that's kind of where you want passionate Mars retrograde to be. Oh yes, it is the zone of love affairs, leisure time and children. And Mars here will not start any wars or get silly and resentful, as it will be too busy bounding around with the dogs or abseiling down a cliff to be bothered with petty squabbles. So make time then to take advantage of the enthusiastic and motivating energy of the red planet and go on an adventure. Of course, Mars will be going backwards, so there can be a certain amount of frustration here too. But not if you give Mars a free rein and let it play. It just won't be taking its usual direct route, that's all. How can you be passive-aggressive while holding a multicoloured ice cream swirl smothered in hundreds and thousands? In terms of starting a love affair, there could be a period of shy courting where you enjoy the chase and hype up expectations. The tension is formed from the drawing back of the arrow before it's released, and Mars then hits the target at twice the speed since it has built up such traction. So play this strategically and resist the temptation to rush in and spook your prey. Yes, it will feel like you're on a hunt, but Mars is not the god of sex and war for nothing. So thanks for listening. That was part 1 of your 2022 horoscope. If you want to hear part 2, become a member at Darkstar Astrology, link below to the website, and you will get lots of added goodies as well. So thanks for supporting the channel. All the best. Bye-bye.